pass on better circumstances, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, you never really plan for these sort of things.
Yeah.
I think we're just waiting on Keezus and that's it.
Yeah. That's probably him. Everybody here.
Please.
All right, Gramps. I think we can start.
Can everybody hear me? Ik al mee?
Yep.
Okay, but thank you guys for coming here today. We are here to celebrate the life of Brian. He was a beloved man, very brave, and he will be missed dearly. He sadly passed away recently on the 2nd of October, and we are here to celebrate the life that he lived and not be down by the fact that he no longer with us. Brian was an amazing guy who warmed the hearts of us all. He was brave, a lot of courage, and overall a wonderful specimen. He will be dearly missed by the community and his friends and his family. He leave behind a beautiful sister named Zoe and a handsome brother named Riot, who will dearly miss him. We will have a prayer for Brian, if you will bow your head. We ask the Lord to welcome Brian with open arms and to hold him tightly until we get there. He will be missed by all of us, but we will not be down, because Brian would not want that. He will want us to celebrate him and remember all of the good times. Today, we will celebrate just that. No tears, all happiness. Brian, we know you're watching, and we miss you and love you dearly. You are the best we have ever met, and each day we will wake up and live for you. We will now have a moment of silence for Brian. I would like now to bring up Brian's brother and let him say a few words. Mr. Ryan, would you come forward?
First off, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I never thought I'd be standing here today talking about my brother in the past tense. Brian wasn't just my brother, he was my best friend. And he was taken way too soon. But he filled all these years with more courage, love, and hard work than most people do in a lifetime. He served his country with pride and did the same with his family. But beyond the uniform, he was just Brian to me. My brother. The guy who made me laugh when I needed it most. The one who pushed me when I was slacking, and the one who always had my back no matter what. If you were lucky enough to know Brian, like I did, you knew how hard he worked, how much he carried on his shoulders, and he did it because he loved his family. He never quit, he just kept going, and that's who he was. A strong man. But he wasn't just tough. He had this kindness about him. He'd be the first to help a friend, a family member, or honestly anyone. The first to check on you if something seemed off. The first to make sure everyone else was taken care of before himself. That's the kind of man he was. And that's the kind of man I'll always strive to be because of him. Brian, I miss you more than anything I can even put into words. Doesn't feel real that you're gone, but I know you'd want us to keep moving forward, to stay strong, keep loving each other the way you loved us. So that's what I'm going to do, for your memories to live on always. Thank you, guys.
Our next speaker is the wonderful Zoe, who is the sister of our dear Brian.
Oh God. Okay. It's weird talking about Brian in the past tense, but I mean, I'll try my best here. When I think about my brother Brian, the first word that comes to mind is like impossible. He's a very impossible person to describe, impossible to stay mad at, and impossible not to love. He had a really big heart and goofy personality that filled up the room and everyone's hearts. And I think that's one of the qualities I loved about Brian, is that he loved people with his whole being. And I loved him more than words can ever explain, but even though we had a rough relationship growing up and everything like that, underneath all the jokes and pranks was the most caring and selfless brother I've ever had. Losing him feels like losing a part of myself, and I don't know how to picture my world without him in it. But I do know this, that he isn't truly gone. He's in the laughter I hear when I remember one of our pranks, or he's in the comfort when I think about the times he stood by me. So today I say goodbye to not only my big brother, but my partner in crime, my rival, and my best friend. I'm grateful for every second I got with him, and I love you, Brian.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And we would like to open the floor for anyone else. One at a time, of course. Would anybody like to say anything? Please introduce yourself.
My name is Keezus. This is this one's gonna be hard. I'm not one to kind of go with the flow of things. I had to write this one down, so please excuse me if I stumble over myself. Today I stand here with a heavier heart than I've ever known, trying to find the words that feel big enough for someone whose presence was so deeply woven into my life. How do you say goodbye to your best friend? How do you sum up months and months of laughter, heart to hearts, and shared silence in just a few minutes? I met Brian at a time when I didn't know I needed a best friend, but life has a funny way of putting people in the path exactly when you need them the most. From that first conversation, something just clicked. It was easy. It was weird. It was real. And from that moment on, we walked through life. Some of my favorite memories are the little things like the late night off-roading that stretched until the morning, where we poured out every thought, fear, and the kind of conversations where the world outside would disappear. And all that mattered was that we understood each other. Brian had this rare ability to trust, to truly listen, to make you feel heard without judgment. When I needed a vent, he was a safe place for me. When I felt like I couldn't keep going, he reminded me that I could. And then there was the laughter. God did we laugh. The kind of laughter that made your stomach hurt and your eyes water. The kind that echoed through the hallways, cars, backyard, wherever we were. Joy seemed to follow, even in the darkest times. Brian would find a way to make things lighter, to crack a joke that would instantly shift the mood, to remind me that life, even when it's hard, can still be beautiful. I will miss him being around, the laughs, the advice, the weird shit, or even calling me out when I needed it. He was the kind of person who didn't just show up when things are easy, but who stood firm when everything felt like it was falling apart. And now there is this space, this empty, aching space where he used to be. And I don't know how to feel it, but I do know this. I am better because I know Brian. I am stronger. I am kinder and more open because he loved me exactly how I am. To my best friend, thank you for every moment, every laugh, every shoulder to cry on. Thank you for always being the one I could count on. I will always carry you with me. Till we meet again, brother.
Beautiful. Beautiful speech. Would anybody else like to come forward?
I'll say something.
Absolutely. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Lucia, and I just want to say Brian basically saved my marriage. He was always honest and forthcoming with things, and I'll be forever grateful for him, to him for that.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Okay. In closing, I would just like to say that Zoe and Wyatt and all who loved Brian appreciate you all for coming. And we ask that you show your love and support to the ones that Brian left behind. And say a prayer to Brian tonight. I'm sure he's watching over, and he's so proud of all of you. Thank you for coming to the funeral. This has been beautiful. You guys are amazing, and we will all miss Brian. If you guys have anything you'd like to close on, please do that now.
I don't have anything.
Does that
think that's it.
conclude?
Yeah.
That concludes our celebration of Brian's life. Thank you for coming. Hallelujah. God bless. I need a beer. This is emotional.
You did fantastic, Gramps. You did fantastic.
This is so emotional. I've never done it before.
It's okay. It's okay, Gramps.
Give me drugs. Give me beers. Give me all that you have. Poor Brian. Okay. I think we're ready to go.